Good day, strategy gamers, and welcome back to episode 85 of our Let's Play series, War in the East 2, Stalingrad to Berlin campaign. This episode, we're starting off turn 44, of September 16th, 1943. Going to be a lot to do in this episode and the next episode as we try to press just as far as we can with the Germans trying to reorganize their lines into some type of defensible position. They've been unsuccessful so far. We begin, as always, north by Leningrad. I've been thinking about this, and I think what I want to do is look what's still kind of around Leningrad and see if there's anything that maybe we're routing south that instead can be diverted to just knock out Novgorod. Because what I've noticed is Novgorod's defenses, the defense combat value was in the hundreds a couple of turns ago. And since we've started to attack it every turn, we're now down to 42, and their supply situation continues to become more and more difficult for them to resupply. So I want to kind of look around here and see if there's anything maybe left behind that we can reroute there, or if we maybe need to reroute an army that's going south to help with this initiative. Looking around Leningrad here. So that's just an HQ in the fort. I don't think has anything we can take out of it. We can disband it. That gets us 3,000 men. So those will just go into the supply pool. Over here, we have the 42nd Army. It's only got 2 out of 18. Well, the 42nd Army, I think, first off, make the decision. Let's go send it south. And that can be an HQ that can help. And it looks like here, there's something in the 42nd Army. So the 125th Rifle Division. We can get to Novgorod from here, so that's good. And the 52nd Army has capacity. So let's take you over here then and put you in the 52nd Army instead of the 42nd. All right, well done. Now over here we've got the 54th Army going south. I think perhaps what we'll do is take these two elements of the 54th Army and have them help. We will put them in the 52nd Army just to be consistent. We will be 2 over the command point capacity, but I think that's going to be just fine. Then the rest of the 54th Army, we're just going to keep going south with. Go south here. Excellent. Let's see now what we can do and if maybe we can push through Novgorod this turn. Probably not, we'll see. So they held. We got closer than we have, and we reduced their fortification level down to a 2. That's a really big deal. So next turn, here's to hoping we get that finally broken through. They're going through and they're repairing all the rail up here, which is just going to be immensely helpful to get these routes connected south through Pskov from Leningrad. So that's a bonus. Over here we have this Romanian unit. It's actually part of the 1st Romanian Army. I'm going to put you onto a train to try to get you south faster, but the trains there are not built. So you need to go on foot. Bring you up there. Got these guys. Actually, let's have you come up here and try to finish Novgorod too. Don't know. It's worth attacking. We'll wait till next turn to attack there, I think. We'll bring up this unit too. We'll take that coastal ops HQ down here next to Novgorod. We just disband the fortress. I mean, there's nothing there. Okay, so that's just gone. And the Leningrad fortress, we're going to disband you too. All right, so we're cooking. Another element of the 1st Romanian Army. We're just going to try to take south here. 13th Air Army, we want to continue bringing south. Also have the 6th Air Army in the northwest front that we're going to bring forward. Let's put them here, perhaps. Yeah. So that's going well. Got a couple more units here that are on trains. See if we can get them south. Looks like their HQ's down here in Koenigsberg. So we can get them down here and offload it this turn. So that's nice. Is that 59th Army too? It is. So it looks like we'll be able to get most of the 59th Army south this turn to Koenigsberg. That's very good. Let's disembark the rest here that are in the city. So that is everyone. We will come back to them later. Now here we've just got a whole bunch coming through Riga and to the east of Riga. We're just going to keep these guys going on foot for now, as rail continues to be an opportunity for us. Bring them all forward so we can actually, let's take you and make you a court. There we go. HQ comes south. 10th Guards Rifle Division. We have another 10th Guards Rifle Division. We do. We can make you into a corps too. It's a guards. Very nice. You are all part of the 10th. No. Yeah. Brigade. That's why. So bring you north or south, excuse me. Take the HQ there. So they're making their way down. The 8th Army, their HQ can come up here to reconnect with their forces. Already moved these guys. The straggler left back here can come forward. Baltic Fleet Air Command, I think I'm going to put into Riga to try to prevent them interdicting our ports and shipping. 67th Army. Ooh, you can't go very far now, can you? It's some of the swamps and stuff we've got up here that makes this tough. Very well. We can put you into a corps too, and that'll be a guards corps. That's excellent. 67th Army, 3 more rifle divisions. You guessed it, corps. Perfect. Go just a little further, actually. '67th Army continues going up. First Shock Army. We need to catch up a little. And then HQ rail units are there. We have the 53rd Army here. I want to make another rifle corps. I'm on a theme here if you can't tell. That might be the limit of what we can do with them. Alright, got most of the army up here. Excellent. Now we'll begin with all of these folks. Well, those are the HQs we moved up. The 27th Army here. Let's take... We have another Guards, we do. I'm going to take the Guards Rifle Division up. Guards Rifle Division up. We'll just take you, that's fine. Make you into a Guards Rifle Corps. And 2 more rifle divisions there. Take you forward. And we get another rifle corps. How lovely. These guys can go forward, and the 27th Army HQ makes it just fine. 14th Air Army and the Volkov Front. Let's bring them down here. 55th Army, what do we have? We have another Guards Rifle Division, another Guards Rifle Division, and regular Rifle Division gets us a Guards Corps. Got a lot of Guards units from the north here, which is a little surprising considering the, conditions of number of battles one needed to get the Guards classification. Would have thought that, on the north by Leningrad, things would have been a little bit more stagnated, if that makes sense. Just given the conditions of the fighting and how long it took us to break through. But I will take it. And from the 11th Army, we're going to do another rifle corps. So there they are. Artillery can come forward. Rifle division. Rifle corps and the HQ. The Romanian units already moved. And then we have elements of the 55th Army. And they can come forward. Excellent. So there's that. A lot of movement, a lot of housekeeping. Sorry, I know it's not quite as exciting as getting into some of the battles, but we got to go through and do it. Over here we have some Romanian units that I'm actually going to bring over here, and they're going to temporarily help trying to break through into Vitebsk. So we might actually get it this turn. Let's see. Cross your fingers. Alright, they surrendered. So we have finally broken through there, which will be nice because this is a rail junction that has really been a thorn in our side. As you can see, we can't go through. None of these rail lines work unless you can go through Vitebsk. And it was, historically very important. The kind of the drive to Smolensk, Vitebsk was one of the first areas of combat, and ultimately that's where the counteroffensives from the Soviets kind of went back and forth as they continued to try to retake Smolensk a few times throughout the war. Anyways, it's just a very important junction, just as Smolensk is a very important junction. So that's very nice that we've got that taken care of. Let's go here just to the coast. A few more units for us to move forward with. This mechanized unit I'm just going to bring up here for now. And some of the infantry can come up. 39th Army. Come up there. 4th Guards Army. So let's have you go there. want to fill in some of these spots so that way my other units can advance. Alright, so let's look at the Koenigsberg front here. This is one area where we haven't seen them really pull back much, which makes sense given how close we're getting to Berlin. I mean, this is zoomed in all the way, and from the front line we can see Berlin. There's a lot of there's a lot still in between us and Berlin, but it's not probably comfortable for them. That said, I think we're going to be a little stuck here with how much they've really brought to bear. I mean, just a ton of mechanized and armored units that make it really difficult to actually push through here. So I think we're better off trying to break through here and coming around and actually maybe making a drive to Warsaw. You know, that might be an interesting possibility for us. So we'll continue to just try to, reinforce some of these hexes that we have over here. And yeah, that'll be the name of the game. Just going to try to reinforce a little bit. Bring over this rifle unit here. And we'll bring up the mechanized unit. This tank corps we'll put into reserve. That's good. Trying to build fortifications there. We've been successful in some areas, not others. Let's try to actually push through now with some of these frontline units. Grossdeutschland Panzergrenadier Division was committed. So they had a lot kind of fog of war hidden from us. Really tough to break through there. We're going to try again. So we did rout them. That's a positive. But really our advance is going to be kind of halted because going up against that Panzergrenadier Division is a tall order. Still going to advance though. And this is where we can take some of the other units we had on the front line, and now they have reinforcements to help fill in. This is good. This is going quite well, actually. So you're part of the 3rd Shock Army. Guess we'll have, well, let's see first if we can break through here. I'm going to take this brigade off, bring up this rifle corps, and then we're going to try to punch through. I'm sure they'll have reserve units supporting Totenkopfestes Panzergrenadier Division. Boy, all of their heavy hitters are coming out here on this side. Yeah. Again, that's going to plug any hole we make here. Wow. That's going to be tough. Bring up that tank corps. Bring up another one too. We're here. I think we're fine. Ooh. So were there some counterattacks here? Actually, let's look at that. So there was a counterattack. This is our rifle brigade that retreated. Over here, that was us. We'll get to those a little later. Okay. So they did try to push through a little bit. I want to see what I have. It still has movement. I'm going to take this tank corps onto this hill. I think that's a good defensive position. So then the question is, do we take the 59th Army and try to push through towards Warsaw here? I don't think that's a bad idea. I'm going to change supply priority to high for the 59th Army now that they're actually on the front line. And I did not mean to take the HQ, but we can easily enough move that back. Again, no, there's an undo button, just kind of like the thematics of, oh, got the signals mixed up, right? Someone misread the order, whatever it might be. Just think it's a nice little touch to let those mistakes still happen. The 8th Army, I think, can probably do the same and try to support this breakthrough. So let's do that. And let's see if we can break through here. Alright, so we retreat at them. Don't know if we'll be able to make that, but let's give it a shot. See if we have a support unit. Anti-tank regiment. I don't know that's going to help much. Attacking the motorized brigade, but I don't think they're going to have too much armor. Let's just try and push through. They held and they had no armor, so that didn't work. We have mechanized units and such that can come assist, maybe. Actually, I probably want to push on this light unit here. We're just scouting them. It's a Jaeger division. Okay. Anything we can do to get up there and attack them? Don't think so. Yeah, we're not going to break through there either. Okay, that's fine. I think this is most of our units. We have this mechanized brigade, I guess, here. Let's actually take them and see if they can't come around and do something here. Alright, so we found the enemy. Let's do a little bit of scouting. Oh, 22nd Panzer Division. Lovely. Well then. Let's have you come forward here. So we captured a construction battalion. Looks like there was an airfield there too. I'm going to push this rifle corps to their limit to get up there to that hex. And then we're going to come up here to the swamp hex. Gonna push here. Yep, so it's just an element of a depleted infantry unit, looks like, so. Don't need to do anything crazy with the advance on this side. Over here, let's come this way with the unit. And we'll have this mechanized corps come south, I think. And let's see what happens here. Okay, so there's a Panzer Grenadier division. Makes it a little tough. Oh my. Yikes. Yeah, get off the front line. I forgot we were going to look at what happened over here. Let's do that. So here we had a rifle brigade that routed. They lost most of their force. And over here, we again had a rifle brigade rout, lost a fourth of its force. They're the same unit, actually. 15th and 16th. No, two different rifle brigades that had the same fate. Okay. You guys have already moved. Maybe have overextended just a little bit on this side. Let's take... Can we take over there? Let's take this. No, they can't make it. Take this mechanized unit there. Take that infantry unit forward. This rifle corps forward to Lida. Come down here with this rifle corps. Bring the HQ a little forward. Rifle brigade. Unready. You're depleted. So we'll take this tank corps. Have them come over here, I think. That's fair enough. So it's getting a little thin for us, but we have plenty of reinforcements on their way that will help immensely. Let's take a look now at some of the rail lines and repair that we've been doing. So we're trying to alleviate this. It's looking a little better, but there's just so much that we're trying to get down here to Koenigsberg, it looks like. We can probably have this guy go ahead and finish this track connecting this east-west line. Oh, okay. So it's going to have to be till next turn that we do that. You are on a train. I'll take you off the train. I guess you can finish that one. Okay. So that's a positive. Where are my other rail units? Let's just see real quick. Oh, we have some Romanian units here from the 1st Romanian Army. Actually, you guys can come up here to kind of support because you're a cavalry unit. Yeah, so it's not much, but it'll certainly help. You can come next to the HQ there. Okay. We'll highlight our rail repair units. So we have one over here in Minsk. So Minsk is another area where you see we have these stretched lines, I think, because we have to funnel supplies to the Minsk advance down this railroad. So if we complete the connection from Minsk to Smolensk, that'll be a tongue twister if I say it too fast, that should alleviate a lot of that concern. So let's go ahead and repair this rail line up towards Smolensk. So that is now done. And then we can come over here and next we can go from Minsk to the east. That'll be nice. All right. Finished with that. Really just going to hold the line with many of these units. There's not much opportunity to advance. We've continued pushing past Minsk with some success. And I'm going to really try to push into this town here and see if we can take it. So that was successful. We now find ourselves quite vulnerable to counterattack, though. Let's take this motorized unit and we'll set them on reserve. So I anticipate the counterattack coming here from the west. This mechanized corps can come down here. And we can take this rifle division over here, I think. You are unready, so we will put you into refit and maybe just get you a little bit closer to your HQ. This rifle division can sit on top of this hill. Here we have a rifle corps, which actually get pretty far up there. Yeah, let's take you there. And let's actually see if we can't break through before they get dug in. Oh, they held. Okay. You're also part of the 41st Army. Have you come down here to this swamp, captured a depot. That's always nice. And we have some mechanized units. Ooh, and we can have you cut in and around behind. I like that. I like that a lot. This rifle division can come forward here. I'm going to push their advance into that swamp hex. And this cavalry unit, I'm going to bring them there. Should now isolate them. We can have the Guards Corps come south and push through this Jaeger division, which means we routed them and they lost almost their entire effective capability to fight. Let this tank corps come north or south, excuse me, into the swamps. This is going to make the supply really difficult, but it also gives us a little bit of a defensive buffer, which is nice. There are other... Well, yeah, let's stay a little focused here. So we've still got rifle corps on this side that can move up. So we'll take you there. This rifle brigade can come forward. You're on refit. Actually need to take the HQs forward here. Just fine. Down here we have a rifle division that's just kind of sitting there in the wings. You can fill in that part of the line, and we're going to have to change your HQ. We want you to be part of the 5th Army is already over capacity. We'll put you in the 4th Shock Army. We'll put you in the 4th Shock Army. I think that's a good adjustment. 4th Shock Army has plenty of capacity. Alright, so that's done. You're on refit. 5th Guard's mechanized. I don't know that you need to be on refit. You have half of your medium tanks. Not great. Motorized unit. Looking pretty beat up. No, they're actually okay. So let's take that motorized unit forward. They're actually part of 2nd Shock Army. So we're actually going to bring you over here, and you can be kind of ready to advance next turn if we break through the line there. I think that's a good fit for you. That rifle brigade is on refit. Yeah, that's fine. We'll leave you there. And the artillery is in reserve, as it should be. This mechanized unit can go into refit. Okay. So let's take the 322nd Rifle Division south here. I'll kind of clear that hex, actually. And we'll have you come down here. I think that's a good position for them. Oh, I took the other HQ. I wanted to take the artillery. The artillery can come down there. That's good. Now, with how they're retreating, we have a couple of armies here. Going to take the 3rd Guards Tank Army. One that I just... Oh, goodness. What a laugh. Okay. I'm going to take them south. They keep pressing here. You're on refit, but it does not look like you need to be. And then we have the 33rd Army, the 29th Army. So the 33rd Army I'm also going to have come south here. I think that's good. 33rd Army. These swamps are really gonna hurt my movement here. You're on refit. Can we just merge unit? There we go. It's a better solution. You can come down here. You get the HQ south as well. We have a whole bunch of infantry. We'll actually have you attack south here. So because they had help, they managed to hold. But I don't think they'll hold against this rifle corps. So they retreated there. I need to get these guys start heading in a more westward direction. which is fine. And then the 29th Army, we're going to have come down here. See if they can push through. I think that was the unit that we had retreated a little earlier, so that made sense. This motorized unit, not doing so great. This rifle corps can come south. You can come south as well. Captured a depot, that's a positive. Yes, we'll keep the 29th Army going south here. Then these guys will work southwest. That's all good. First Air Army. So we've accounted for all of that. We've also taken Vitebsk. That really feels good to have taken that. Then our rail unit actually that I've got here. Actually, next turn I need to get them up there to repair that. I'm hoping that the 22nd Army sends a support unit there to fix it. But anyways, let's keep going along the front. 49th Army. We just really want to try to blitz as far and fast as we can up the line here. So have them come behind, if you will. They can come up here. Making some progress. And the HQ can come forward. And take you off of refit. Oh, you were... It's not great. Are some of you guys not doing all right? Oh, you're fine. For the most part, everybody's fine there. Now the 50th Army, starting to have an abundance of troops as they collapse the length of the front. So I think the 50th Army I'm going to choose to move a little bit more west. Just the 50th though. And we'll try to get maybe some rifle corps if we can here. Because, as you can kind of see, if we zoom out a little, we have an abundance of units, but we don't necessarily have enough to punch through in the spots of the front that we're engaged in. And that's where you want to maybe switch to more of a focus on concentration of numbers and rifle corps. Now here we'll take the 10th Army forward. 290th Rifle Division. Just want to clear out those hexes. That was good. Rifle Corps can come up here. And the Rifle Division there. Then we bring up the HQ. So they're going to come in from the east here. And then we have the 11th Guards Army, who will sprint to the front. We'll start moving these guys south. You are unready. You are in refit, although you're good. You don't need to be in refit anymore. If you guys come here. This rifle division can come south. You can come south, but you'll stay a little bit further back with the HQ. Another rifle division. Perfect. Wonderful. Then we have fourth remaining army units here. Yeah, so they're up here. think we'll have them start to come south. For now, they can just move up here. Okay, that's good. Now we continue on with the Third Army. A lot of movement. I do kind of apologize, guys, that there's not many battles or action to be decided on. We're just doing our best to keep up with the enemy's retreat, frankly. Kind of the objective right now. So we're moving up as best we can. Let's take these tank corps units forward. Alright, so we captured the Chernigov depot. And now we will continue having the 48th Army move up. Go one further. That was actually part of a different army, but it's fine. So we're going to take the 61st Army, which is part of the Bryansk front. Have them come up. It is going quite smoothly. All right. Let's knock this guy out. Let's do it with this one rifle corps. They retreated. Okay, let's do it with this tank corps. They held. I really don't want to. Let's send this rifle division at them. Alright, so they surrendered. It really did. I was hoping for that on the first go around, but it's alright. Have the 60th Army come just a little bit more south here. This is in support of their own armor and mechanized that went all the way up here. So we'll continue having them kind of scout the advance a little bit. It's looking good though. Take the HQ up there. So we do have 40th Army. Let's move them first. Of course, I did the 13th as well. It's getting a little messy. This mechanized corps. I want you to race south to Kiev here. Put you in a tough spot, I recognize, but want as much pressure on Kiev as we can. Why these guys are moving in a southwest direction. Cavalry corps can come up there. Just getting everything we can forward. You can come off a refit. You look fine. HQ goes up. All three of you go there. HQ up. We're getting there. And the 13th Army HQ can come up. Let's take you and start to clear through some of these hexes. All right. Rifle corps can advance quickly. HQ moves forward. We are now on to the 3rd Guards Army. I really don't know if we have moved the front line to such a degree in this entire playlist as we have even just this turn. It's quite incredible. There's just so much to go through and advance on. Alright, so we have some armor here that I'd really like to take forward. We took a depot, that's a positive. Look how far back they fell on the Kiev front as well. We were actually looking at maybe having some resistance here a turn ago. Now, look at us go. It's like the little engine that thought they could. Now we go south. Southwest, of course. Have the 38th Rifle Corps next up. These guys can all come forward. And the 38th Rifle HQ goes forward. And take the 2nd Guards Army up. It's going well. On to Kiev we go. 2nd Guards Rifle Corps. Let's push you. I'm going to come back to these guys in a minute. Just want to see how far we can get towards Kiev with some of these forces. So we'll keep following the Dnieper. Take that hex with the rifle unit and then follow up with the Rifle Corps here. Alright, so we're making some good progress. I wish I had more armor in the vicinity. Or even just mechanized units. I have this cavalry unit that can make it quite far. Have you fill in the line there. Let's scout and see what's in front of us. So, an infantry division. Okay. Don't think we have anything else that can get up there and attack again. But we will continue the push forward. Very good. And the HQ goes forward. Back here, the 5th Guards, they can kind of fill in a couple of these holes that we had left. And the HQ goes up. I think we will handle this maybe next turn or when we get closer to combat, but we do have the 1st Guards that we brought up, and if I remember correctly, we had rifle divisions come down that were going to make up the 1st Guards unit. So let's maybe do that here real quick. Where do we have rail through? So we can get them up to here. Let's do so. So a whole bunch of rifle divisions here. And let's bring them up. Get them off the train. You can get there. This is good, so we're going to get most of these done. Should have turned these into rifle corps before I even started this endeavor, but that's okay. I think that's what we had. 4th Romanian we already moved. So let's take them all off the train now. The logistics involved, I'm telling you. So let's see if we can make you into rifle corps. We can. Excellent. And then we can assign all of you to the 1st Guards Army. Nope, not support units. That's my mistake. Instead of Stavka, we want 1st Guards. Wonderful. So that's done. And we can move just a little bit more forward towards the front. Not much, but a little bit. Excellent. 2 rifle corps and a rifle division. Add it to the fray. I think this is kind of a natural stopping point here for us, where we're right on the Dnieper, advancing in on Kiev. We are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hexes from Kiev proper, 5 hexes from East Kiev. So, we're close. A couple turns to go. The question is, will we be able to take the city in a timely fashion, or are we going to have to surround it and take a little bit of time to dwindle down supplies and such? I think that's part of the question. As always, if you have any questions, comments, or just general feedback, please do leave them in the comments section below. Love hearing from all you, and especially love all the great advice from such a veteran community that we have supporting this game. It is so helpful, I can tell you, as a newcomer to the series not too long ago myself, that being able to learn some of the inner workings really makes the world of a difference when you're trying to pick up this game, and just the smallest little, keyboard shortcut or highlighting logistics or what have you can really add to the immersion and understanding that you have while playing it. So please keep some of that feedback coming if you have any. I always welcome it. I never take any of it in a negative fashion or with negative intent. Just appreciate the help that the community provides everyone learning the game. With that, strategy gamers, hoping you have yourselves an excellent day. Bye now.